back to my channel. I did make some money in the last couple days. I thought I was going to lose my ass, but things turned around this morning and I got out. Probably could have stayed in, maybe made some more money, but I got scared. I sold. So the first stock that I got out on was Cameco. I actually didn't make any money on this one. I think I broke even. I got in yesterday on this Fibonacci retracement. I just figured everything was kind of trending upward as far as my moving averages. But if you look at the stock, I mean, the stock just, it didn't take a dive, but just all day it was doing this. And so I didn't end up getting out. I kept my, I kept all my positions open overnight, which is a pain in the butt. I hate that feeling when you're like, okay, is it going to open? How's it going to open the next day? Is it going to take a dive first thing in the morning and lose all my money? I just hate that feeling, but I held on to it. I got in at like, I think it was like the 6160 mark, or I'm sorry, yeah, 6160. And then I just waited for it to go back up, and it never did. It ended up hitting my stop loss around here. I did not get out, which is probably bad, but I was pretty confident it would go back up. And then this morning, when I woke up, I did another Fibonacci retracement. I set my get profit at this level. It never did get there, but I did get out at 6114. So I almost got out right at the high of the day so far. As you can see, it's still, markets are open, it's going. But I'm gonna go to a 2-minute interval and see what it's doing. This might break out even farther. If I would have stayed in, I might have been able to make more money. But yeah, this one wasn't making me anything. The other one was URA, and I did make quite a bit of money on that. I had a 30 strike price call and 30.5 or $30.50, and both of those made money. One of them made like 114 and one made like 155. So let me go to my history. Get out of here. Go to Robinhood. As you can see, made 221 today. Yesterday I was down about $80, but that did come back up. Yeah, you can see. Well, actually, I got down to like three. Yeah, I was down $443 yesterday at one point, and I was just like, whatever. I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm confident it's going to go back up eventually, and that's one thing I do recommend is when you do buy your calls, is do like 30 days out, because if it goes in the wrong direction, it gives you a huge buffer to wait it out, and that definitely worked in my favor. So it looks like we're up 477 on the week, which is good. That's 12% in a week. I'll take that. That's 2% a day. That's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, we're on the right track. It's slowly but surely going up. Let me see. Let me look at 1 month. Okay, 1 month. I'm down 5%. So we're definitely turning things around, and I've been able to repeat the process. This was a little shaky. I didn't like this. So I'm going to try to learn from that. Definitely. One thing I did do wrong on that. Oh, let's look at my history. History. I want to see the exact calls and stuff that I made. Spending, retirement, rewards, investing. Here we go. Where is my... Guess we can go in here. So... It's weird. It's not showing my buys. I bought yesterday. Circle Internet Group. What is that? Circle Internet Group plans to go public. Okay. I'm gonna look into that stock. Tempest AI. There's all these like AI companies popping up. It's kind of like what we saw with the .com bubble. This looks like it's probably one of them. Good to get into in the short term, but a lot of times these things fizzle out as the bigger companies take over. But sometimes you can make some good money on these. It's weird. I don't see. Oh, here we go. May 27th. So that was yesterday. Canceled. Okay. So I opened one, $54, $855. This got canceled because it didn't hit. And then this thing. So I actually ended up, let me see. So this one, yeah, 855. This was 855 was a contract, and I ended up selling it for 815. So I lost $40 on this Cameco one. It just was not a good contract. It didn't move at all. It just kept going down, and it never broke even. It was a pain in the butt to hold on to. I'm glad I was able to get out, even just on $40. It did go down to like $23 in the negative at one point, and I almost got out then, but I didn't. That was yesterday. And this is the one I made most of my money on, though. So I bought 3 contracts. This was at the $30.50 strike price for 317, and then I ended up buying 3 more at 316, and then I went to sell it. None of it sold. I ended up your limit order to sell. That was me setting my take profit level. It never hit it that yesterday because it just went down all day long. And then I had a $30 strike price call for 347, and this was a good contract. This thing was making me money the whole time, even when the stock was kind of going down. So I was happy with this one. Yeah, I bought one at 347 and then 344. I think that second buy was what made me the most money because I was able to get it on a bigger dip. I'm figuring out is if you get in on it's almost better to wait for the dip to completely happen and then buy the contracts on the reverse. And I'll explain that when I get back to the chart. So that was my sell order. These all expired. And then this morning I put take profit levels for each one of these, and none of them hit. I ended up canceling all of them, and then I just manually closed the orders. Here, I closed one for 330 and 370. In total, I made however much it was, and go back to the Robinhood Legend. Whoops, actually, let's go back. Ended up making, $221, which is good, 5% for the day. Again, I didn't make anything yesterday, so it's whatever. But yesterday sucked. I got in. This was yesterday. Got in, made some calls around 7 a.m. and then boom, it took a shit. It did come back up. I could have probably broke around even there, it looks like. I let it go back down, and then just holding it overnight, I hate that feeling, but I just let it run overnight, and then it did spike up this morning. Let me go back to the charts and I kind of explain what I was talking about earlier with buying. I think I'm going to change the way I do this. So this one, for example, let me go here. So this came up, and then when it came down to this level, I bought a call here. And then when it got down to, I think it was here, and then here, I bought another call. No, I bought a call here and a call here, I believe it was. If I were to do it differently, I would just let this ride and go down. And then once I see it start coming back up, then make my calls, buy a call, buy a call, buy a call. I just don't know as far as the contracts, if they're cheaper, if it's trending downward, if I should be getting in. So my theory is that if it's trending downward, the contract's going to be cheaper than if it was trending back up. So if it hits down here and then it starts coming back up, and I buy a contract here, I feel like it'd be more expensive than if it was trending downward. And I haven't tested that out. I'm not too sure. If you guys know, you can let me know in the comments, because I definitely don't know. But I don't know if it's better to buy on the way down or on the way back up, but it'd definitely be good to know. But yeah, and then so yeah, this went all day. As you can see, it just kind of, I mean, it sucked. I was like, okay, it's coming back up, and then oh shit, it took a big huge dive. That's when I was down like a ton. I was down like $300 here, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna let it ride. And then luckily it did come back up. I was pretty confident because the moving averages were all good. They did cross over, get close to crossing over, but one thing I did screw up in this is my RSI. I wasn't paying attention to that. And RSI looks okay, like 5 minute, 10 minute. But then once I started getting to like 15 minute, the 1 day, the 1 day is fine. But like if you look at the month, the 6 month. Oh, now I say that, it's way down. It's interesting. I wonder why it's showing down here. Huh. I wonder if it's because of the huge spike today? That's weird. Let me go out. Oh, that's the interval. Let me go back out 1 year here. Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff here. So this RSI, looking at the RSI here, this is insane. It's almost 90%. And yesterday it was hanging out in this area even when I bought the calls, which is not good. You want to have your RSI below like 40 at least. And this thing was up there. I'm like, eeh. But it's still climbing. This is weird, these intervals. This 1 6 month interval. I don't get what's going on there, but yeah, the RSI is way too high. I should not have been even playing around in this stock, honestly. But hey, I learned something, and I was able to get out with a little bit of profit. So on the next one, I might do Pepsi. I've been following a guy on YouTube, and he keeps mentioning Pepsi's at its bottom, or it's close to its bottom. So I may end up, if you look at look at a 1 year or 5 year. Let's go to 5 minutes. Look at, this is Pepsi. So Pepsi has been taking a crap, which is good. If we're wanting to get in, I think we could make some calls. RSI is real low, it's sitting at 44. So I definitely want to watch this. I'm going to wait for my moving averages to cross over and be the direction I want, but that's definitely going to be something I look at too. The other one that he mentioned was Target. This one's been trending down, but once it starts coming back up, which it looks, that's a 1 day. The last 4 days, 3 days have been good there, but let me look at, we don't even have a week on here. 1 week. Where are you? There you are. Eek. Yeah. So it's definitely trending downward right now. It looks like it may be consolidating right now, which is good. I'm curious to see where this goes. If this starts to trend back up, might be a good time to get in. So we'll see what it does. But unfortunately, I don't have any money to play with now because I got out. So No trades today, unfortunately. I will be making some moves tomorrow, and I will let you know how that goes. That's it for now. I will see you guys on the next one. Again, if you have any comments or recommendations, definitely leave them in the comment field. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.